Okay, so I'm going to do a little bit of a experiment here. A little bit of a notching experiment. So this is a spring-loaded punch. You pull this back, it's got a cylinder inside there. It comes down and strikes this piece in the front. It's a spring-loaded nail set, or a nail punch, and I bought it from Sherwin-Williams. When I first started napping, I seen it, and at that point, everything I was looking at, I was thinking about napping tools. So I'm sure some people can relate to that. So anyways, I've played around with this a little bit before. I've knocked like step fractures off and stuff like that, but you got to be real careful with it because it'll break your piece in a heartbeat. It packs a heck of a punch. But if you got a stack or something that you can't pick off, you can line this thing up and it'll knock it off there. But I actually had an idea of drilling out maybe a piece of antler, or I've got a little leather shim in there to tighten it up. Or I made this thing too. This is a copper, just a flattened out copper piece, and I drilled the center of it out so this thing will fit in there. I like to use a leather shim, but let's try the deer antler one first. Okay, so I'm just going to do like I normally would. I'll actually start the notch just a little bit with my pressure flaker. This is a piece of heat-treated flint ridge from Roy Miller. This piece unfortunately had some seams and stuff in it, so I'm just gonna use it for notching practice. I might still end up with enough to make something out of. So I'm just gonna do this like I normally would. Okay. Might help if I turn some light on. Try to do this without blocking the view. Whoop. That ain't gonna work. I'm gonna have to hold it up here. Okay, we can work with that. I'll just clean it up just a little bit. Nothing major. So I'm just going to place the tip of the deer antler right in there. Wow. Wow, that worked good. Square it out a little bit. Rough it up a little bit. Try this again. Just getting used to holding this tool will be the tricky part. So when I grab it, I'm just pushing the pressure to keep that tip in contact, and then I'm just pulling back this and letting the hammer drop. It works, there's no doubt about that. Try one without a braiding. Yeah, it knocks it right out of there. Take one more little one right. There. Try one more right. Yeah, like I said, you gotta be careful with it, because it ain't no joke. It'll knock a sea flake out of there. You gotta be careful with it. See, it don't take much at all. You just gotta barely pull back on that thing. Alright, let's try the copper. Wow. Okay. I think I'll just pop this ridge off here. We'll run one in. We'll just run one in right through here. And this one's going to be a little bit more tricky because I got to hold this thing way up here. It'd be nice if this was shorter. Found one of those seams. You can also just take this this thing out of here and use the, this is just, it's hardened steel. It'd probably help if you ground that thing down to a little bit flatter, a little bit more like a flathead screwdriver. Little quartz pocket in there. You can see it. It really does work. I think you just gotta be careful with it, because if it grabs the edges or anything, it's gonna take whatever's in front of it. But if you ever had a tough spot where you needed to get out, a stack or something, I don't know, thought it was something a little bit different. Maybe entertaining if nothing else. Thanks for watching. See you next time.